This is a video response to a comment on one of my videos. The comments made by truemuslim4lyf, and it asks a lot of good questions, so I thought it'd make a good video. But I'm going to read it real quick here. It says, "How can perfect God come as a man and try to take all sins that are made by mankind? Isn't He the creator of everything, the knower of the unknown and see the unseen? So He's the knower of all unknown and all unseen. Come on, man. God could have just forgave and take away if He wanted to take away the sins of mankind. Are you serious, guys, for calling Jesus God? God has the power to take away sins and knows what is in our hearts. Open your eyes, man. The truth is in front of you, but you just need to think. Allah didn't give you brain or nothing." Okay. First of all, God didn't give me a brain, which is why I'm not a Muslim. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Yeah. So the first, I thought it was funny. Why am I so zoomed in? Hold on. Give me a second here. Nope. I'll go that way. Alright, so, how can a perfect God come as a man and try to take away all the sins that are made by mankind? How He can do it? Well, you'd have to ask Him. I don't know how, how He actually did. I mean, how did He, create anything? Well, according to the Bible, He spoke it into existence, but how does that work? So, don't know. But the question, I think the point is being made here is, why is basically what's being asked here. Isn't He the creator of everything? Yes. Well, the creator of everything and everything possible. I wouldn't say that He created evil, but He did make evil possible because He wanted us to have free will. The knower of the unknown and the unseen. Yep. Yeah, He is the knower of the unknown and the unseen. He knows everything. God could have just forgave and take away the sins if He just wanted to. If He wanted everybody to be, forgiven, He could just say, "Oh, you're forgiven." No. No. If He's a perfect God, no, He couldn't. Because a perfect God would be a perfect judge. And a perfect judge wouldn't just bat an eye at sin. A perfect judge, we're offending God by sinning. So if you're offending, so you're offending God by sinning, and He's a perfect judge, and is a righteous God, then He's going to punish you for your offense. Period. So He wouldn't just take away sins. He wouldn't just say, screw it, you're forgiven, come on into heaven. No. In fact, if God did do that, I would be offended, because heaven would be earth. Earth would be heaven. We're already in that state. If it's a-okay to sin, if God just says, screw it, it's okay, then heaven's earth. And I don't want, I want to go away from earth. Thank you. Even if it means going into eternal sleep, I'll take that over this place any day. So anyway, so no. And why would then God come as a man? Because the wages of sin is death. The payment of sin, or the punishment of sin, is death. Both our mortal bodies will die, and we're spiritually dead. We're spiritually dead, meaning eternally separate from God. We cannot be in God's presence because we are sinners. So God requires justice. He requires a payment of some sort, a punishment of some sort. So God came in the flesh to pay it on our behalf through the sacrifice, and therefore the payment's been made, and then all you have to do is accept that payment. That'd be like you're in court, and say you got some huge fine that they want you to pay for some crime you committed, and the judge says, well, we're going to fine you $500. However, you don't have to pay it. This gentleman over here already paid it for you. You can either accept that and go, okay, and leave, or you can say, no, I can't accept that, and I'll pay for myself. I did it. I deserve my punishment. I'll pay the $500 fine. So you do have a choice. You can either take take on the punishment yourself, which is eternal separation from God and going to hell, or you can accept the payment that was made by Jesus Christ. And that's why Jesus did what he did, is because a payment has to be made, because God is a righteous judge. He's not just loving. He's not. If he's perfect, he has to be perfectly righteous. So how can his love for us and his righteous judgment of us coexist? Well, this is the plan he came up with. He made the payment for us. Okay, so blah, blah, this guy for calling. Yes, we're very serious about calling Jesus God. Extremely serious. So was Jesus when he made divine claims, and when he put himself in the position of God repeatedly throughout his ministry. God has the power and take away sins and knows what is in our heart. Yes, God does know what is in our heart. However, just because it's in your heart that you want and desire to be good, that does not alter your sinful nature. You still have your sinful nature that you have to deal with, and you're still guilty. So the truth is in front of you. Yes, it is, and it's in front of you too, if only you would look. And you would think, because I have thought through it. I've thought through it lots of times. The kind of system that you're promoting here is a salvation based on works. You know, if it's in your heart that you're kind of a good person, you mean well, you help out the old lady down the street, you donate to the poor, whatever, that based on good works you should be worthy of heaven, and that is incorrect. A good work system cannot work, because, you know, how would you ever know if you're good enough? How, you know, I have I'll tell you what, I'll post a link to a video I made before concerning the good work system, because I don't want to go through it all again, but it's just a system that cannot work. So it's why I deny Islam. It's my number 2 reason for denying Islam, for denying Mormonism, for denying Catholicism, is because a good work system simply cannot work. Any God that just bats an eye at sin and just goes, who cares about sin, you're good enough, come on in, is a morally inadequate God. The Islamic conception of God is that of a morally inadequate God, and that is why I deny Islam.